Bear with. Can you hear me now? Hopefully that's better. For some reason, OBS went, what is this microphone you speak of? No, I don't know. I've never heard of this mic. No, ignore it completely. So I went live and went, hello everyone, and I was looking at OBS going, oh, no audio? Interesting. We can hear you. I'm sorry. I'm glad you're finding time to enjoy your new office, Donut. Although, I'm sure you also enjoyed spending time with the daughter. I'm hoping you got a little bit of time for you to head home. Doing good, says Anarchy. Enjoying my downtime. Finished lunch a little while ago and watching Enigma stream. Ah, good choice. I've just had quite a lot to eat. We had a later breakfast, and then I didn't have lunch, but I've now just had dinner, and it was all involving omelette. So essentially, I had some leftovers to use up. So I had sprouts and cauliflower and some cheese, and I went, I can make an omelette out of that. Problem was, I had so much cauliflower and sprouts that I thought maybe a 4-egg omelette would be the right amount of egg to content ratio. So I had 4 eggs and quite a big omelette. It was yummy, but it was a big omelette. Right, let's see if OBS can grab Minecraft. Oh, it does. Nice. And for my next step, we're going to go full screen and hop onto the creative server. My plan today is to start working on this staircase going down. Oh. OBS is capturing radio. Shouldn't do that. Why are we doing that? Interesting. Anyway, I want to work on this tunnel going down here, and the only way I can do that is if I do a little bit of counting first, then we head over to the survival world and start digging. How long the stairwell needs to be, I don't know yet, but I can do my measurements and figure it out. If only I took out these bits. Oh, that will help. I've got an in and an out. And what I'm going to do is count these. So we're going to just alternate it, makes it easier for me to count. And if I step back here, do that, screenshot it, then I can open that screenshot on my other monitor. I know you can't see anything right now. Give me a second. That one. Then I can see what I'm doing, and I can see chat, and I can play Minecraft all at the same time, like a professional. I have the screenshot for the inside, and I just need to check the outside here. So essentially, oh, I've got this staircase going underneath. Technically, it could be one closer. The only thing I should probably be considerate of is how wide I want this. Whether I want this as an even width or an odd width. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So if I reduce it by 1, it's an 11 wide. And that might suit better. I'll start with the bit underneath the paving and then build up. And then I can come back and count how many across we're going. That makes sense. It should be relatively straightforward because we're only going up to the floor height here. So once I'm at the same height as the outside floor, I'll then do flat from this point. Now I will need deep slate brick, tough brick, spruce, and warped, which I have some of those things. Disconnect, reconnect. Oh, I appear to be in the attic, which means I might as well do a little tiny bit of trading first. Last time I streamed, I grabbed 3 shulker boxes full of sticks. I have traded most of them away, and all we're left with is that. Okay, I thought we'd refreshed. Which also means I get my shulker boxes back. Thankfully. I like to keep shulker boxes in my ender chest just so that if I ever need them, they're there. Resources. Deep slate. In fact, I'll probably grab one of those shulker boxes back. Deep slates. If I take 9 stacks of cobbled deep slate. 2, 4, 6, 9. I need tough, which I have not a huge amount of, but a start. Spruce and crimson, warped even. Let's take these. I have more at the storage, the wood store, the log cabin. That's it. Torches I'll need, emeralds I don't need, so get rid of those. And I said spruce stairs. I don't know if I have a lot of in the way of spruce here. Oh, good enough. That can go in. You can grab more later, but it's not required currently. And I'm going to take a bed. Let's go with a red bed. Just so I've got somewhere to sleep. I think that all makes sense. I have a feeling I'm going to forget something, but yeah, worst case scenario. A little trip back. Grab this. Do I have a stone cutter in here? I do. Nice. Got my ender chest, so I can grab more things, make more torches. Let's take Wither's head and put it in here. I need bundles. Bundles allow me to store a lot more heads in a very small space because all of the heads are stackable to 64. So essentially, the first nearly 2 rows would probably fit in one bundle. It's so much more space friendly. Right, up we go. And that's where we're heading to. And I can do the underside or the top of the stair, you know what I mean, the top of the stairway, and then work it out from there. Let's go with and sure, why not that. I do need a crafting table, so let's grab one out of here. Look at me being relatively organised. The roof was spruce stairs, so I'm gonna use all of this. I'm pretty sure. We'll start off with 2 and a bit stacks. Go from there. All prepared. I mean, relatively. There'll be a few things I'll need more of, but in the grand scheme of things, this seems alright. So I've made it wider than it needs to be because the box goes around it, but this is where the staircase... Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be here, here, and here. Although, I was going to say I marked the area. I should probably check. I'm relatively confident, but not fully confident. If you get my meaning. Must mean that that shouldn't have been removed, because it would be tough brick walls here and here. Let's count some blocks, just to be sure. I'm quite confident. Let's do it from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and there will be the spruce. So that was 14 from the first block around the corner. I do appreciate having both servers up. Allows me to be simple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So by my calculations, it should be here. Now, because that's off, I want to double check it. Could I count again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I know this is not riveting content, but I need to make sure it's in the right place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It really was in the wrong spot? That was a slight mistake. Thankfully, creative and easy to fix. Of those watching, who believes that I've got it in the right place? Should you count from the corner? I can do. But this is a 3 diagonal, so I had counted it in line with where this ends. So in line with the build face. I can count from the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and then the stairs. Okay? There's still going to be 1 off. So 18, and then the stair. You've made me doubt myself. I was confident. I was ready to start digging, and then you said, yeah, should you count for the corner? Oh, maybe. Ah, it's nighttime. It's nighttime. What do I do? I count sheep. I should put the bed further down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And then the stairs. I was right. Hard to believe it, but I was. Right, just check for creepers around here before I jump in a hole. Let's grab a shock box for junk I don't need can go in there. Junk I do need is in here. No need to check. I mean, but you made me doubt myself. Tough bricks. So this would go down either side. And more blocks than that. However, creepers add oh, checking for creepers. I thought you meant that I'd counted correctly. That makes more sense. Now I'm going to just slowly staircase this down, and I can then trim off an area as I wish. But I'll start with a little chunk, allowing me to dig further if I need to, without having to put things back. Now I have the screenshot open, which clearly shows is 1 block with the stairs. Then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 blocks, and then it's the top of a stair below that. So I've got a way to go. I made the stairs quite tall because I didn't want it to feel too restrictive, which is a pain, but also worth it. So I said 7 whole blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this block here would be a stair. This block would be tough brick. Technically, I could do a tough brick slab to save toughs, but I can't bother. And we'd have a stair here. And this goes here. That seems okay, I think. Means this whole thing only needs to go back 1 block. What you're building? I'm building a stairway to hell because it's going down, not up. Well, I suppose technically stairways can go both up and down. They're not like escalators. Yeah, escalators. They're every time I say escalators, my brain goes, "Wait, which one's the lift and which one's the stairs that move?" Escalators and elevators are very similar words to each other, and I get it right, but I never trust that I get it right, and so I have to double check. We are building a stairway. I'll go over to the creative world and show you in a second. Didn't realise you'd stepped out. Let's start with some tough. So this would go 1, 2, like that. Stairway to, oh I see, to my library, among other things. So the library is going up here, but I want a stairway going down to where I want to store. Let me show you. It's easier just to show. Go around to the front. I still need to finish up the design for the outside, although I'm kind of relatively happy with it. I've done a too thick wall, which I've never really played with before, allowing me the interior to be a different colour than the exterior. Just wanted to play with it. And then, so in here I have bookcases. I would like to start recording things like subs and sub gifts and all the rest of it in books. And realistically, for each of these slots, that gives me 12 books, which should be enough for a month. Don't know what I would store in them, but I can choose a book per thing or have overflow. So, for example, if I went with this one, I could say top row is subs, bottom row could be bits. Oh no, bits. Wow, Kofi. And let's do the last one as channel point. Oh, Cannel. CP redeems. So I could have 3 books per, if I wanted to, per month. I don't think I will do that, but I have the option to. And then you've got, 1, 2, 3. They're all in 3, so that's from there to there is a year's worth. From there to there is another year. From there, 2, 3, 4, another year. 1, 2, 3. Ah, so we've got nearly 4 years downstairs, and then we can start on upstairs if we wish to. Ozzo, welcome in. How's the pool? Not that Ozzo's been swimming. Ozzo was running a pool on stream today for a charity thing, if I remember correctly. I was busy doing other things, including playing Beat Saber. Hope it went well. Chaotic? Oh. In a good way? Hoping in a good way. Oh, so as I was saying to and everyone else who didn't know, the stairs will be going down much further than this because I want to get it down to probably a deep slate level. So as I'm digging it out, I'm getting resources to build it. And realistically, the tunnel is big enough that I can fly up and down. Someone pooped in my pool at one point. Oh, so it's authentic. It's like real. Now down here, I have bookcases to store all of my enchanting. You may notice that the books I have got a texture on them. It's a resource pack. It's very good. I would like it. It was for Richard Thornton's stream to remember. And what was it in aid of? I feel like stream to remember would be related to Remembrance Day, but also Alzheimer's research. Okay. See, the remember made me think Remembrance Day, but Alzheimer's makes sense equally. It's just where my brain went first. I went, yep, that seems reasonable. And once I've got a logical thing in my head, I go, yeah, it could be that. I couldn't think of anything else. Alzheimer's, that makes sense. I'm glad you did that. That's a very, very good cause. I've been very fortunate not to have anyone in my immediate family suffer from Alzheimer's. I've known people that have had severe dementia, but they were more kind of acquaintances, not family members. So I haven't been hit too hard with it, and I'm very, very fortunate because even just from the stories that I have seen, it's horrible. Very, very difficult. So thank you for doing that. In fact, yeah. Right, down here, as I was saying, books. I want to put all of my enchanted books in here because I need somewhere to store them rather than the hole in the hill. And I want to start collecting statues of everyone that's joined me in the world. So I'm going to have Witherbag, Rhesus, Impish, Jumpy, Aladar? I think Aladar joined me for a stream in here. I think. I'm not sure now. Pretty sure. Yeah. I'll check with Aladar. So I want a statue for each person, and the fact that they can store their stuff here, I like that. I may think about putting like a bed somewhere around here so people could come down, unload their stuff, set their respawn. But I don't know. We'll see about that. Oh, I always remembered arrival sounds. I could do this. You can. It took me years to get you to send me an arrival sound, but we got there eventually. But we are building the staircase down. I need to go at least far enough that we are below where the bank is, but I would like to go further so that while I'm digging it out, I'm getting the resources I need to place. Is this jungle? Oh no, spruce. Good job. We got loads of spruce in the wood farm. So yes, currently digging down. That's the plan. Oh, third. Well done. No one claimed third. First and second went so quickly. Bat, you too. Also benefit of while I'm in the area, I'm getting wool. I've got some. Not a lot, but some. Still funny you don't know where it comes from. You'll get there eventually. Will I? It's where you tell me it's from Super Smash Bros. It's the ice climbers. That was a guess. If it's right, then I'll be amazed, but I doubt it is. It does remind me of Super Smash Bros. Though. It's not gonna. It can't be. No, I'm gonna put myself in spectator mode so I can show you the height issue thing. Ice Climbers, isn't that a NES game? It is, but I was talking about. So Ice Climbers are characters you can play within Super Smash Bros. Melee. Right, this staircase needs to go downwards. Obviously, as the tunnels are going to go out in this direction, I want to make sure we're not hitting the water stream for that stuff. And I don't really need to worry about going under the bank too much because it will definitely be low enough for being under the jingle. But what I'd like to do is have it go down all that way a fair distance so I get down to Deep Slate. So we'll be heading a fair way. Didn't know that. Obviously not correct. Oh, okay. Darn it. Well, once you eliminate all that is not correct, eventually what you're left with is what is correct. Now we're back. This will be technically wrong because I think the top step doesn't line up with the top. I think the ceiling goes up to like there and then just flat across. But we're also at the height where I'm going to stop doing the up and we'll do the down and dig down and put that bit in as we go. You know what I mean. I do need a lot more tough. Although, worst case scenario, I can leave the tough bit and do it later. The important thing is digging out, making stairs. And as I'm digging out the tunnels below, I'll probably end up getting more tough. Right, so we're going to go one up from there. And then and there will be bits to take out, but not yet. That feels reasonable. 2, 3. Oh, only one more. Then it's level. That is a lot of tough. I've nearly used up 2 stacks already, and I've done a section. How deep down would I need to go to get to deep slate? Is deep slate at 0? I forget. I have some deep slate already. We're going to need this, and I'll take the rest of the tough. I might as well turn it all into tough brick because I will definitely use it. And we'll offload the stone. 0-ish. Okay. I thought that was the case, but I wasn't sure. And then if we head down here, I've got to place the stairs on the ceiling as I go. Help! I'm stuck in this subtract. You are not stuck. You choose to be there. I do not force you. Also, welcome in, Rhesus. I was talking about you earlier. Did your ears burn a little? I am working on making the tunnel going down to where my collaboration corridor is going to be. And there will be a spot for you, obviously. This one. And this one. Let's do these as we go. And I probably need to sleep. Is blending in the beginning. Sorry, is it blended in the beginning? Is what am I missing? Not nighttime. Keep in mind that I need an extra wide spot to fit in because you've got such a big brain. Because you spend so much time in the gym. You're a gym rat with big bulging muscles. Or because you have an ego? I'm curious. Why do you need an extra wide one? Are you saying you've you've been indulging? That? Because I want more stairs, thank you. More for the extra wide ego. I mean, in fairness, I don't think you died in the deep dark, and I did. Although, I blame you for that death. Which I think is fair. Oh, also, don't need to worry about where this is, because I can just make the tunnel one block. Oh, we're fine. This comes out. I know. Before you say it, I know. I'm using a pick on dirt. It's fine. That, and like that. I don't have a lot of tuff, so I'm going to prioritise the ones at the top, and I'm not going to fill the walls in. We can do those later. From here, though, we'll start digging down like this. And this will make perfect sense. Ish. That, like that. It's not fine, but let's allow a tiny bit. Okay. It's okay. I'm used to getting blamed for other faults. Who else would dare blame you? I thought I was the only one with the guts. The noises help me jump further, alright? Don't judge me. So good. And I should probably put a little bit of torching as I go down. That. And I can afford loads of torches, so we'll just do it on regular stairs. MCA, welcome in. Good to see you, and thank you very much for the lurk. Staircase, staircase, staircase. Right, we are at 64? Do I really want to go down that far? I mean, in fairness, the bottom of the stairs is further, but still. Ooh. I did that, could I build the top of the stairs and the bottom of the stairs separate from each other, giving me the ability to reach everything? No, can't even make the jump. Who did it? That? Let me think this through. That needs to come out. We can then do that. That makes sense. Yeah. I'm going to build 2 staircases, one on top of the other. I don't mind time for me to flex my dodge powers. Dodge powers? What are you dodge? Oh, hang on. What? When did that happen? No one told me there was a hype train. It's alright. No one needs to do anything. We had enough generosity last time. You know, Kebzilla came in for quite a while last stream as well. Keb is someone who is amazing and lovely, but when they pop in, it's often for a short time. Schedules don't often align. And we had gifted subs from both Keb and Porcupine, as in multiple gifted subs. Can't remember how many each, but both did at least 5. So there was a lot of generosity. Hey, Wedge! That wasn't a hint. Although I hope by now you know that I don't hint to those things. I feel incredibly fortunate and blessed that anyone turns up for me to stream at all. Let alone that they're as awesome as you lot. So thank you. And thank you for the 100 bits again. You don't have to do that. The hype train is awesome and it helps. Because it means I promoted more. But we don't need to actually complete a hype train. It's fine. Thank you. In fact, that I've managed to have an income from streaming for the last 6 years is crazy. Thank you. Right, what am I doing? In the Hall of Records, I've designed it to have 2 corridors. One for my books and one for busts of people that have joined me in the world. I don't know if that's the correct word. Statues. Armor stands. That's the Minecraft word. It's 2 words, but you know what I mean. I have the option of building a 3rd wing, but I don't know if I want a 3rd wing, and if I do, what I want it for. So I am very much open to ideas. Might go an emote, I'll take it. Ah, easy. Oh yes, no, you probably won't. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, you probably won't. I think you have to complete a level 1 hype train in order to get emotes. I don't think it works on the level 1. I think you have to get to at least level 2 for emotes, but I could be wrong. The start of a hype train isn't necessarily going to give emotes. I don't know.
Grab a shovel.
I could.
Grab a shovel.
I'd have to go all the way up there, and you know. Do I need it that much? Do I? Could I have brought my shovel with me? Yes. I even repaired it this morning. But to be honest, it's more effort to change out tools. I don't like the look of that. It's dark in there. Let's eat some food and drop in. Let's see what happens. If I don't contribute, we'll never complete it. Well, there's things in here. Things. Look at them. They're everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but they're in a few places. An anonymous gifter? Who did it? Actually, no, I can't ask who did it. It's anonymous. I should respect the anonymity. Thank you to whoever gifted us up. I can't see the name. I can't see that part of my screen because it's blocked up with a picture of my stairs. Wait, me. Oh, sir. Thank you. Hang on a minute. Hang on. I feel safe in this corner. Never mind. I don't feel as safe as I thought I did. Yeah, now I can see. I can read the things. And I can play Minecraft. Anonymous gifter to Mercury Wells. You're here, Mercury Wells? Please be sure to say thank you to whoever it is. You can either guess a name and just thank them at random, or say thank you to the random person, but enjoy those emotes. And welcome to the sub club. And Ozza, thank you for gifting a sub to Codger. I'm assuming that means Call of Duty. Although my first thought when I saw that was COD, as in chips. COD and chips. Clearly not what it is, but it's what my brain thought. Yeah, that makes sense. Of course it does. Oh, and we've completed. Oh, Code Girl. I misread that. That's better. And we have completed level 1 hype train, which means that I'm pretty sure you should be entitled to emotes if you haven't collected them all. Hello, Spraydoo. That works. I mean, I wasn't expecting to be lighting up caves, but it does seem like a sensible thing to do. And this is all relatively close to where I'm going to be building the mob farms in the future, so it makes sense to come along here. Just light things up a little bit. And you never know, you might find a big cave with loads of diamonds in them. Maybe. Ow. Got it! Names are hard. Yes, especially when I can't see it fully, because it's slightly obscured. I have a hype trend thing over the top of it. For some reason my Firebot says, Ozza gifted 1 tier 1 sub to the community, and it doesn't say who it went to. Whereas, the anonymous gifter, it shows that it went to Mercury Wells. I don't know why. But Firebot doesn't tell me the names. I had to look at chat, and my chat window is tiny. Because I have my screen split. I can't even show you how it's split because my left monitor is in portrait.
Hello, my baby.
Welcome,
Hello,
Ronaldo.
my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
Where did I come from? Where did I go? I think it's this way. 4th! Well done. Again! I'm surprised no one had claimed 3rd before Oz did. I'm surprised no one had claimed 4th before you. Good to see you, Aladar. Aladar, I have to ask, what errand are you doing today? I don't think I've ever streamed and you've said to me, I am doing nothing but relaxing right now. So I'm hoping today's the exception. Scroll back to see the last one claimed. Ah, that is big brain. The sort of thing that I should expect from you. I have 1 torch. I don't think I'm going to get much lit up here. But, you know, 1 torch could make a difference. Oh, so much more light. I need to explore this cave later. Zach is lost. I'm not lost yet. I fell, but I'm not lost. It's different. I need to get over there. Because this is where I came from. See, I'm perfectly good with directions. Most of the time. Pretty sure my exit's over this way. It isn't! I am lost! Help! What I meant was it's over this way. This way? Is it over? Nope. Definitely jumped over that bit. Oh, poor bat. Nothing until dinner time. We have weekly card nights with my parents. I know I've asked this question of you before. What card game do you play? So lost. I'm not that lost, but I'm a little bit lost. Not that way. Any ideas? Where did I come from? Ooh, cute emote. Pretty sure it wasn't over here. This is where I went down. Pretty sure. Jump to cross. And this was me exploring to go up. I am lost. Dropped in, so look up. Did I? Oh yeah. Good point. I did. Which means I was in the right place when I said it was over here. Ish. Wasn't near the lava. It wasn't lit. Probably over here. Ish. I remembered. There's light there. That looks promising. Found it. Ow, ow, ow. My face. Look for reals. Ooh, cute emo. Dodging. I like it. It is night time. Chances are things are going to be around here that want to kill me. But that's okay. As long as I kill them first. Wow, that actually works surprisingly well. Creepers? Nope. What do you mean monsters? Ah! Now I can sleep. Whew! Chat helped. It did! Also getting the same emote. Ooh, wandering trader. And creepers. And more creepers over there. Being shot at. Oh. I'm being chased. Dealt with. Now, this wandering trader over here, I want to talk to them to see if they have anything of interest. Ooh, cactus. Tube coral! Yes, that is something I would always take a trip for. I'm not bothered about the achacha, but I will take the coral and probably the cactus while I'm at it. No looting if you shoot them. I know. But they were right next to each other and I went, I'd rather go for the more reliable small win than the chance of... Why is there a crate? Nope. Best not to ask questions like that. I won't like the answer. Let's take this. And these. I can unload the stone straight in. And the redstone. And the mob drops. Okay. Everything else I'll just throw in here. To be sorted later, maybe? And I said I wanted... I've got torches. Emeralds, that was it. Forgot entirely why I came here. I don't need that many. To be realistic. One stack is plenty. And sure. That goes in there. And smooth quartz comes with me. I don't need quite that much, but I'm taking it anyway. I realised that last time when we were doing the road markings, I'd run out of smooth quartz. So I've cooked some. Oh, hi Mark. Packed ice, please. Coral. Right, I'll take the cha-cha. Thank you. Do we let him live or do I steal the llamas? Oh, you nearly ran the llamas. Oh, don't sacrifice the llamas. Oh dear. Oh dear, he's on fire. What? I love that the llamas don't notice that it's me, but if I punched him... Right, now stop putting your llamas behind you because you're going to be involved in a horrible workplace accident. Thank you. My llama? My llama! You're mine now. This is how everything works, right? You see a cute cat, you like the cat, you go, phew, I should get a bucket of lava, and then I will own a cute cat. I kid. You can never own a cat. Cats own people, not the other way around. Run, 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 run. I love the running motion of their legs. I mean, it's the same as Minecraft characters run. It's so eager. Reminds me of John Cleese. Right, you can go here next to Hoti. That works. I now have llamas. I usually use lava around cats. A lot of people do it in Minecraft. I was talking about real life. And I wasn't talking about lava to the cats. No, I would not do that. I would, however, lava the owners of the cat so that I now have a cute cat. I didn't mean it, Jasmine! I already have a cute cat. And boop, boop, boop. That looks so much better, just with a few bits of quartz slabs. Made the road feel more complete. Right, I'm going to take this moment to sip my tea. Watch my back in case I get blown up, please. Oh, it's good tea. No, I'm not spilling tea. Hopefully. Partly because it would be spilling tea on my desk. Just not a good idea. And also around my electronics. Also, not a good idea. The junk that's going home, that is so-called junk. As is that. I want it, I just don't want it here. Oh, and as I have some emeralds spare, and we are next to... No roundabout! Not here. I mean, if you want to design a roundabout, oh, you and me, we've spent some time in Minecraft together, DC. Oh. I have a funny feeling you're not refreshing off of this thing. Which is unfortunate. Oh! Fixed! Yes, please? Yes, please. Hi, Chanzak. Hi, DC. We should finally home. Yes! Yes, please. Yeah, have a think about what you want to do with a roundabout. I would love to incorporate one. Look, I'm stocking up with my glazed terracotta. One day I'll have enough of those two colours. Right, I used up my last emerald. That I can get rid of that villager and put a new one in. But for now, just collecting those colours. Yeah, there's space for a roundabout. I mean, I wouldn't mind a roundabout, you know, over this way where I'd like to put an airport. But not what I'm working on right now. What I'm working on right now is stairs. It's very, very complicated stuff. Requires big brain. I'm doing one set of stairs down here, and I'll do another set of stairs above, and then I'll break the hole between. That I can reach. Just in the meantime, ow, 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 ow. Oh. This is 3 blocks tall. So it goes in like that. And then like that. See? Perfectly sensible. Remember the stairs being placed on top of these. Aha! I'm just putting my stairs through. Thank you. A winch for the creepy side. There we go. Ooh. One moment. I'm being called. Hello. I have a cat. I'm just checking in. Good girl. I can't not stop and stroke the cat. It'd be rude. After all, cats are our overlords. Except diver cats. Diver cats aren't overlords. No, they're just pain. They're just a menace. Right, what was I doing? That goes there. If I go down here, I can go. Look at me using my torches in a clever way. Surprising, isn't it? I could wall this off, but for now I'm just going to leave it as is, open, and that gives me the ability to know where the cave is and easily go and light more up later. I could also put a roof to it, but I'm not going to. These stairs up here are only to stand and do the bits above, so I'll probably skip that bit. Zug! Sorry, hi Zug. Good to see you. We're not here for clever. I feel like I should be insulted. Should I be insulted? I don't know. Am I insulted? Or do I deep down agree with you? Because subconsciously, I'm aware of how much of a moron I am. I mean, what person in their sane mind decides to go live and broadcast their weird personality online for people to witness? A nut job, that's who. Not a clever person. A crazy loon. Good to see you. So's humble. I mean, my previous sentence kind of proves I am actually quite humble for people to enjoy. And I'm amazed and very fortunate that anyone enjoys. Let alone for as long as any of you have been around. I couldn't do it for sure. You could. If I could do it, anybody could do it. See, when I'm in a room full of other people, I'm always aware that I'm not the smartest person in the room. Even if there is only one person. I thought I heard a hiss. Like a creeper hiss. Oh, gold. But there is more cave around here. Whether we break into it or not, I don't know. We'll find out. But I'm not looking to break into it at the moment. At the moment, I just want to get down to the right depth. If I happen to stumble into it, great. Fine. If not, I'm also okay with that. Although I have to say, this looks incredibly likely that it might be said cave. Hello? Yep, there's creepers over there. No! Ah! Oh, okay, they're having a fight. They can just ignore me, never mind. They won't ignore me because the skeleton won! Didn't think that was going to happen. My money was on the spider. Honest. To make that kill slightly easier for me, though. Oh, another creeper. Or did I not kill the first? I didn't kill it, did I? Oh, I did kill it. There's the gunpowder as proof. I see him. I'm just not particularly scared. Oh no, now I'm scared. I'm scared! I'm never the smartest person, but I'm usually the one telling the most puns. I have to say that the person who tells the puns is the wise one. It's all about making other people like you. That's how you do well in life. Make friends and influence people is a thing for a reason. I only walked towards that creeper because I heard a hiss and I knew it wasn't that creeper, so I went, well, I've got to move forwards to then get out. Zug, you caused me to make a creeper go bang. It's your fault. Thankfully, I wasn't harmed. But if I was, I'd be laying the blame at your feet. Ooh, floating gravel. On the fact there was dripping? Maybe? Dripping there. But that might not mean anything. Thank you, Zug. It's good to hear your voice, Zach. I've got to go, but I hope to be in streams more now. Thank you for coming by. It's always good to see you, and I hope, well, we need to catch up. I'd love to play some Minecraft with you. No Zacks were harmed in the making of this sound. No, but there was a bit of blind panic. Ah! And B Silver B, welcome in. Thank you for appreciating Zug's good timing. Glad someone does. I don't. This was where I came... Oh no, that's where I came down. We've lit this up reasonably well, that I'm almost tempted to close it off, but I don't need to, so I'm going to leave it for now. We'll continue the staircase down. I want to get to the point where I am surrounded by deep slate. And it also means we're further away from town, which suits me quite well. Hello? Reminds me of something I heard on the radio the other day that I think applies to Zug. May your screams be manly and your farts free of lumps. Oh, that's... Oh! Oh, that's horrible.
One more thing. No farting.
Certainly not now. Thank you for sharing that. Ew. Ew. I thought I had a button for a toot. Do I not have a fart button? I have this. But that's not a fart. Ooh. Tough. Glow lichen. Okay. May your screams be manly and your farts free of lumps. I've never heard that before, but I do like. Thank you. Good timing. Aldar, thank you for the fart. Thank you for spending those hard-earned channel points. You've had to endure a lot of me to get those points. Zug says, do I have a fart button? What a weird phrase. I mean, in fairness, I'm a streamer and I have buttons with sound effects. I just don't seem to have a fart one. Do I need a fart button? I have other things, but I don't have a toot. I'm down to 118,000? It must be really difficult to be so poor. But this is a dead end, and I do not need to go down it. This Right, staircase. It's head bumping, but that's fine. We'll be digging it out later. So like that. And we continue. The height that I want to go to, as I said, I want to have the entire length and height of the tunnel to be pretty much deep slate. So I definitely need it deeper than this. Probably not much deeper though. Excel Dimmels, welcome in. Hi, long time no see. It is good to see you on Habe in chat. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me on this lovely, what can be described as Saturday. Do you have... No, it says demons. Alright, diamonds. I troll. Only a little bit. Extra large diamonds. Right, we need to put a torch down because it's getting dark. We're going to put something up there. And we're going to pop over to the creative world where I can check what height I think I need. Right, so down here. Whoa! Thank you, diamonds, for the toot. I want to make sure that basically this height here is level with guaranteed deep slate. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 blocks below, and that'd be where the floor is. Got it! I think, ish, maybe, perhaps. We'll see. So this looks pretty much consistent. I said 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no. Yeah. 5. 6. I'm also using the wrong pick. I'll fix that when we go up. 7. 8. So that would be the last stair, and then over here we'd be digging off. So we've got the right height. Could save my channel points, but I make too many creeper sounds. You do, which saves me a load of diamonds. We do have a channel point redemption for throwing diamonds in the vault, if you're curious, and you have huge amounts of channel points. It's like 10,000 for a diamond. Feel free to throw it away and force me to throw my diamonds in. But if you don't want to, that's fine. I can keep my diamonds. I'm kind of glad that we haven't had lots of redemptions for it, because it means I don't have to go gathering diamonds. I don't have a need to go gather diamonds. Right, I'm going to sip my tea and then we'll head upstairs. Thank you, Aladar. How's I go? I don't want to spend 10,000. I'll spend 100 or no, wow, 2,000. Wow, creepers are really expensive. But understandably so. They do make me panic quite often. Oh, that's good tea. Right, now we go upstairs. And I need to unload my pockets, get more torches, and swap out my picks. Because I want fortune if I'm doing deep slate. Although there is an argument for, do I want stone or cobblestone when doing the upper stairway, but you know what I mean. The 3 high staircase is not the right height. It's supposed to be 7, but I've done 3 and 3 so that I can do the ceiling whilst being able to reach it, you see. Yeah, very sensible. That's offending me. There, fixed it. Oh, Aladar, I was talking about you earlier, and I need to double check with you. You have joined me on this server, but what did we do? I'm sure you joined me on the server, but I cannot remember why. I feel like it would have been something that should be around. Oh! Did I not encourage you to help me dig something, or...? It's unusual for me to invite someone in and not basically treat them like slave labour. I mean, an assistant, a helper for the day. No, wow. I've changed. Don't need packed ice. Do want more torches. Do that. And I need this pick. Probably don't need my bow, so I'm going. I'll keep the bow. I don't need my axe. We'll throw the axe in. We'll do that. Gives me an extra slot. Just helps a little bit. Wasn't able to join immediately. I came in about halfway through. Oh yeah, that was it. Was hoping you were going to be able to join me at the start, but you weren't sure if you were going to be able to, so we set up and join me anyway. And I got time. I don't need that. I think I have everything I kind of need. Probably. If I could get the angle right, I could fly down this, you see. Or I could just struggle. I had a doctor's appointment that day. You have a doctor's appointment most days. And normally those appointments seem to line up with when I'm streaming. Ow, 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 oh, that's bad. Ow, 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 ow. So I said this was the correct height. Let's put a torch down. And I'll start digging in this direction. As the collaboration corridor is going to be in that direction, I've got plenty of scope just to dig for away anyway. I can light it up and then shape it afterwards. See, I know what I'm doing. And trust me, I know I have a doctor appointment most days. I know you do. I know you do. You know what I mean. Look at me and my fortune pickaxe. I remembered. I should probably work on the other set of stairs going down. But I want to do a little bit of digging in here. I can start mapping out where tunnels are going to be. And it gives me the ability to lay things out. I.e. if I go, yep, the tunnel is going that way, I can dig that way. And then perhaps, even if I figure things out without doing the entrance, I go, yep, I know where the bookcases are going. Now, if I put that there, I can't... Oh, I can get up. Oh. But not the next step. Gotcha. That's okay. I don't need to get up. I'll just... hang on. Ow. Okay, totally not worth it. Totally not worth it. That was kind of stupid. Even by my standards, that was pretty dumb. No one is surprised. And that's fine. I would love to dig the upper tunnel and discover that I've got loads of tuff to dig out because I need more. But realistically, if I dig it and it's stone, I can leave stone walls in and then later change them out to tuff. Let's do cobbled deep slate in there, regular deep slate in here. No tuff, we're all good. And because I can, I'm doing this side. I can't go all the way down with these because of the second layer, but enough that it will work. I'm also now getting cobblestone, but that's okay. Maybe I should be using my silk touch pick, and then I'll have more durability. More durability on the fortune pick for the deep slate without having to go repair. None of this is complicated. It's just a very, very deep tunnel. I've made it deeper than I need to. Not sure why I got this. What, the cat? Black cat luck. Okay. I am now very curious. Is that a Twitch wide emote? Ooh. Hang on a second. What do you want, Jasmine? I'm being meowed at. I don't know what she wants. Maybe. She's managed to lick all of the jelly off of the food that's in the bowl, and she wants more jelly. Doesn't want the meat, she wants the jelly. She wants what she wants. I know what she wants. She wants to lick the jelly. This goes down. I think I'll try and do a fair bit of digging and then come back and do the ceiling and the stairs. Don't need to do it as I go. I would also probably benefit from a beacon. However, I like the control of a little bit of a slower pace. Very easy with a beacon to accidentally break too many blocks and then have to place things back in. And I'd rather avoid that. Black Hat Luck, participate in 1 or 2 collab sessions from October 27th to November 2nd. That's a very short window. I wonder, so clearly that's Halloween dates, but I'm assuming that's just to try and promote more collab streaming. The Twitch collab streaming, as opposed to what we normally do when I stream, for example, when we both stream, we just go, yeah, we people have multi-stream open. The Twitch way of doing it probably, I would assume, encourages more cross-platform, cross-stream chat, and therefore probably more things like bigger hype trains. And Twitch cares about those sorts of things a lot. Stream with Dan, I mean stream together. Yeah, I'm generally on board with most of how Twitch is going, but there are things that give me ick as a streamer. I feel very fortunate that people are able to and willing to support me, but Twitch's goal is of course to get as much support out of people as they can, because they get a cut on all the support that happens via the platform. But it does mean that a lot of the features they add seem, I mean, here's me being conspiracy theorist, seem to encourage more income for streamers. Bugmat, welcome in. How you doing? Even things like surprise hype trains. I don't know who is aware of how they work in chat, but I'm going to go through it anyway. Essentially, hype trains used to be triggered by it was 3+ events happening within a short period. So if you have 3 acts of support, like a resub, bits, etc., over a certain amount, it can start a hype train if you're not in cooldown from previous hype train, which is cool and definitely works and does encourage support. And Twitch pushed it a lot, but they added relatively recently surprise hype trains, which are not to do with financial support, but to do with either a high activity in chat. So if lots of people are active in chat, it can trigger a surprise hype train. But there's another way that it could be triggered. If Twitch notices a lot of people in chat that have traditionally given lots of support, it can trigger a hype train. It's like, oh, the cash cow's here, let's type a hype train. And so I don't like that. It feels a bit predatory. And I DM you, Zach, on that info. On what info, Pug? Huh? I'm confused. Hype train approaching. Lets you know a hype train is just a few contributions away. The amount of support event for a hype train arrives depends on the kickoff trigger, customized by your streamer. Streamers can choose to opt out Monetary support events or high demanding engagement moments. Non-monetary support events. Oh, I did not know you could opt out. I hope training for you sharing with this. Okay. Thank you. But yeah, I am familiar with it. I don't know how I feel about it. It feels a bit wrong to me. In my honest opinion, Twitch should focus on getting streamers regular viewers rather than big gifters. But what do I know? It's. I think in a way you need both. I would rather focus on creating a platform that people enjoy, and people are more likely to choose to spend time on Twitch than, let's say, Netflix. And the way you do that is by adding fun for people and adding rewards and a reason that people want to be here. We're going to forego the staircase down. Oops, staircase down. Forgo for, you know what I mean. Key to the Sea, welcome in. Big gifters are money providers, like in casinos. Small players don't meet the needs of the big spenders. Unfortunately, that's how I think Twitch is often running it. But as a streamer, I would rather. There are different types of streamers, and different values, and I'm not going to say that one is better than the other or one is right and one is wrong, because it's down to personal preference. What is right for you is unique. For me, I like having a high level of engagement and sense of community. That is something that is important to me, and I would rather have a smaller group of viewers that are friends with each other, get on well, and it creates more of a sense of place and, in a way, loyalty. When you have a strong community, as I've been very fortunate to have, I mean, my numbers are lower than they used to be, but it's still a strong community. We have people in the community that care about each other, and honestly, that is probably my favorite thing about streaming, is the fact that pick a name of someone in chat and you know that there'll be people that will say hi to them as soon as they turn up, because there is a friendship amongst viewers in the channel. Not everyone has a load of social connections and people that check in with them, and if being online as a community on Twitch means that people gain a connection to others and find love, whether that be romantic love or just friendship love, that's an amazing thing that we are very fortunate to have. I know that, I mean, I recently lost my mum. I'm not going to bring everyone down about it, because it's a sad thing and it's difficult for a lot of people to deal with, but it's a good example of how I was going through a lot of stuff and loads of people felt the desire and want to reach out and check that I was okay. I am. We were very fortunate that we knew it was coming, and so the last several years have felt like bonus years. So I wasn't struggling, and I'm very fortunate for that. But the thing I'm taking away from it is that people felt the desire to check in and make sure I was okay. People cared enough to want to check. That's a huge thing. And that's because of this platform. If it wasn't for me being on Twitch, all those people that reached out during that went, just so you know, I'm here if you need anything. I wouldn't have known them and they wouldn't have been able to reach out. I want those, I think. Do I want those? Yeah, I want those. We'll do that. That works. Do I say that? You're fine, Kay. And I try not to mention things like that because it's people don't come to a stream to be brought down by stories like that. And realistically, I have no benefit in mentioning it. It's not something I need to do, need to share. But it was a perfect example of how fortunate I am that people care enough to check in and want to know that I'm okay. I was ill a couple of weeks ago and people sent nice messages. That's all because there is a depth of connection with a lot of people I've found online. Tough? Where? Did I pick up Tough? There's andesite? I see no Tough. Or was there Tough at the top of... Oh, that was a mistake. Sorry, I was mistaken. Oh, and now I've released the gravel and it's all your fault!
Grab a shovel.
Thanks.
What is? Grab a shovel.
If we were friends before Twitch, I damn sure would have checked in like I did. If you seem to be struggling, I would have checked in more. Yeah, but if it weren't for Twitch, Aladar, I dare say the chances are you wouldn't know me. This platform has allowed me to make connections with people and make friends that I wouldn't otherwise have. And I am very glad and grateful for that. And I think it's within Twitch's ability to encourage deeper communities to prosper and flourish. And I think that should be a higher priority than making money. And realistically, if you have a platform where people can reward their streamers and are willing to do so, even if it's not a big gift sub bomb, that is a reliable income that can slowly scale up, and that is kind of important and possible. And I would like to see Twitch focus on that more than, say, kind of grabbing the cash cow. You are someone that spends lots of money. I have quite a few close friends I never would have met if it weren't for Twitch. Exactly. And I feel incredibly grateful for that. And the way that I try and use the platform is very much based on... I like the idea of gradual, slow growth. It's more sustainable, more long-term, generally, or has potential to be long-term. I'd rather have a slow, gradual growth and hopefully build a connection with people that's lasting than be a drama streamer that could, earn big bucks, but that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for playing games, and if I can earn a little bit from doing that, it helps me justify investing time and money in things, whether that be just from making the stream slightly better quality, or whether that be... I need to check how much deeper. Oh, not that much deeper. Sorry, as I was saying, whether that be investing time in just doing setup of things or making events happen, that sort of thing, or whether that be investing in perks for community members. For example, the emotes that we have in the channel are there because I want people to have a value back for supporting me. Right. We're at the point where I probably need to check how far down. I don't know. Got a little porthole, so I can do this. Not entirely sure how the bottom is going to be shaped, but it does need to be at least in line with the stairs, and I can check it later. So this is definitely mined out. Like that. Don't know how deep, and that's fine. Why are you digging anyway? I will show you shortly. Give me a second. let's hop on over to the creative world, because I know a lot of people have come in at different times. You haven't all seen it. In case you are not aware, I am a variety streamer, but I play a lot of Minecraft, and I have a very big face, but only for a moment. This is Dragon's Lair. It's my solo-ish world, and I have lots of projects both in the works, planned, and a few done already. But because it's a solo-ish world, it allows me to invite other content creators or friends to join me for a stream or for a recording, etc. So already in this world, despite it being relatively new, I've had Research join me to Ancient City Raid. I have had Impish join me for designing and building things. I've had Witherbag do a lot of work in the world with me. It means I get to spend time with my friends. I get to learn from them. This is an example. The Pots and Banners shop, I figured out the size of the space and went, I could do 2 shops. I think I did one in granite and one in andesite just to show the footprint of it. And then Impish changed it out to be terracotta for this one and put this design on the back, so you got a gradient going, and did a downstairs for it, which I wasn't thrilled about. I had some bits I went, I don't know if it's quite right. I like where it's heading, but there was bits I went, oh, but I think this could be better somehow. So I then redesigned some bits over there, and then Impish came in and saw them and went, oh, how about this? And so we developed it back and forth, and this is my storage for terracotta. And it's better for the fact that I had another streamer join me, I got to spend time with them, and we both contributed to making the shop better. Banner shop, same sort of thing. I wanted to do an upstairs, and so I worked out the logistics of the leveling. Impish then came in and did the decorating of this room. There's supposed to be a picture frame there. I need to do that at some point. And this is where I'm going to store shulkers and barrels full of banner designs, because these are just plain banners. Banners. Wool for banners. Okay. And I have plans to build a lot of other things around here. Some of the projects are complete, some aren't. But because I'm inviting other people to join me, I wanted a record of that, which is why I designed this. So this is what's going at the bottom of the stairs. We have a collaboration corridor, so I can have a little statue of each person that's joined me in the world. So there'll be a plaque, and a set of armor and their things. So that if, for example, Witherbag has some really good gear, and someone else wants to come on, if I need to borrow it, I can, or I can ask whether if it's okay. Yes, Jumpy. It also means that people coming in can come and see the valuable stuff that's interesting. And the bundle is just kind of a little way of showing a little bit of colour for that person. Like, what's their favourite colour? Impish's favourite colour? Cyan? Light blue? Whatever that is. Jumpy's favourite colour? Green. Lime green. Witherbag's? Pink. There's also a way for them to have that and put stuff in it. I think realistically, that barrel should be enough storage for personal belongings. And if they need more than that, they can have it elsewhere than the corridor. But yeah, we are digging down to start building this area. I probably could do with... Hang on. How do I... Options? Go to view. Quick Pro. That'll help. I can do that. And then open the screenshot. Give me a second. I know you can't see what I'm currently looking at, but that's fine. Ish. There we go. Then we can hop back. I've got a screenshot open. Oh, I need to put the field view back. So we're building this staircase down. In the survival world, it's much deeper than this. All I wanted to do in the creative world was do it deep enough that I could figure out design for it, and then know that it could just be extended to whatever depth I wanted. I wanted to have it as low down as deep slate so that while I'm mining out, I'm getting resources that I need. If we have it higher up in the world, I get stone. I don't need stone. I do need deep slate. And it gives me a way of getting deep slate rather than just mining it and then having to move it over here and get it as I go. So yes, that's a lot longer a staircase than survival. Eventually, we'll build the library on top, but that's a later bit. I want to do the staircase now and start working on all of this. Yeah, this is the creative world. There's several things in here that need to be moved across. I recently started work on this. There's a river I need to build to where the other river is over that way. You'll see it in survival world when we're next over there. I still need to finish doing the park. The bank is all done. There's a fair bit of redstone in the bank, and that's done on survival. So we have a 7-segment display, or 4-digit 7-segment display that counts up the diamonds in the vault. It's kind of clever. You stick around long enough, you'll see it. The library is going over here. It's not built over here in creative because I've designed it over there, and that's allowed me to work on that bit. I can probably copy paste it over here, but before I do that, I'll do a backup of the world just in case I mess up any of my commands. We have a pub. Whitefire has been working on this. I helped a little bit, but it's been mostly Whitefire. And I'm looking forward to building this, but I need to have a conversation with White about whether we need a basement or storage upstairs. This is a pub that I wanted to call the King's Head, and I wanted to keep the collection of player heads and mob heads up here. Kind of cool thing to have, and I wanted a pub because it's a town and it's a pub. So there's that. It was initially designed here, then it was put over there to do a retexture and redesign, then put back, and then we've done the interior. This is a parking lot with a billboard. As my husband says, a proper pub has a carpet. I mean, realistically, we could change... I mean, this is carpet, but I feel like pubs tend to have textured carpet more. So I wonder if there's an argument for putting in glazed terracotta or something. I'll talk with White about it. It's a good idea. I like it. See, that's why I like streaming. I can steal ideas and claim them as my own. I also need to collect all the sherds. Currently, the pot shop has got plain pots, and I want them to be decorated because they look better. But yeah, there's a lot of things to be done in the survival world. There's a 7-segment display broken out into layers, so I could build it. Didn't say yours didn't, just forgot that Americans forget about when making it. I mean, Whitefire did the interior. He's American. But yeah, I hadn't really thought about the flooring of the pub too much. I think it does depend on the pub. I've been in plenty of pubs with hardwood flooring. It's better for and easier for cleaning, but not necessarily more warm. It varies on the pub. But I've spent a lot of time in pubs in the country. So when you go to pubs like Exmoor, Dartmoor, people go walking and then they go straight into the pub. It's like, yeah, you've got mucky walking boots. Do you want to have carpet in your pub when people are coming in with mucky shoes where they've been treading across fields? So a lot of those are stone flooring. Also, I'm taking this moment to drink my tea because it's perfect. I made it an hour and a half ago. Perfect drinking temperature. I should advise you that my tea has been on a mug warmer since I started streaming, which keeps it warmer for longer. I do have... The mug warmer would keep it warm indefinitely, but not with my mug. You should have a flat-bottomed mug for a mug warmer. My husband is British, I'm American, and every time we go to a pub in America, he complains about there not being carpet. I'm going to ask a question, and feel free to tell me to mind my own business. Where is your husband from in Britain? I'm curious whether he is a countryside or whether he is town. Liverpool, okay. So probably more town. I mean, there is countryside around Liverpool, but most of Liverpool is urban. More of it's urban living than it's not countryside living. You know what I mean? It's built up as opposed to rural. Right, did I click on the right? I did click on the right server. And no longer have the ability to fly. I miss my creative. I have to stop and eat chicken. Yeah, so I would say most pubs in Liverpool would probably be carpeted. I'll give you that. This is for the random junk I do not want, which I've run out of space for. We'll put another one down here. Junk, 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 junk. Perfect. Was there anything else I needed from up here? I don't think so. Although I will take this shulker and bone cutter. I'll tell you what. I'm going to be using all of this wood instead, so that we'll just bite the bullet, and we'll do lots of spruce stairs. That'll work, probably. I've got plenty more, so it's fine. Oh, okay. I failed to do that bit. It's also fine. Okay, can I just say, I'm really glad that you managed to find the right person for you, despite them starting in the wrong part of the world. It's kind of amazing that we have such a large and yet small world where you can meet the right person for you, even if they were born in the wrong continent. That is all. Just reflecting on how awesome that is. Ah! I'm running low on tough, but I have a couple stacks. That. And again, I could be using tough slabs, which would be more efficient. But, who cares? Yes, we're very happy we found each other. I was living in Greece at the time, just happened to be visiting Liverpool with a mate who was really into the Beatles. That's a really cool story. I like that. See, I spend a lot of time, so I'm very fortunate. I have an amazing wife, Mrs. Dragon, who is well loved by the community. I would say probably more loved than I am. But we occasionally reflect on how easily we could have missed our chances. It wouldn't have taken much for the stars just to not align. We're very fortunate that things did. And in a very odd turn of events, I'm very thankful for the pandemic. If it weren't for the pandemic, we probably wouldn't have found the time to give each other a chance. Not give each other a chance, but kind of get to know each other. Mrs. Dragon had been in my world for many years, and I always liked her. But she was off limits. My sister went to university with my wife, so I knew her, and we'd interacted over the years many times, and I'd always enjoyed interacting, but had always assumed that she was spoken for. And also, even if she wasn't, she's probably off limits. She's my sister's friend. I can't. And after many, many years, kind of had that conversation, and she realised that I'd always liked her. Me? Yeah. For reference, Mrs. Dragon is gorgeous. Although don't tell her I said that. I can't have my wife thinking that I think she's gorgeous. Yeah, we reflect on if things didn't line up. It was just the timing of when she left her previous job, when we both happened to be online at the right time, checking something completely independently, and got chatting. And then at the start of the pandemic, we ended up like, oh, I'm not doing a huge amount of work, I can take calls. So I'd take a call from Mrs. Dragon, and we'd be on the phone for hours. Time would just fly by, and my highlight of each day was, yeah, I'm getting a call from Mrs. Dragon. And then she eventually became Mrs. Dragon. Although she was named Mrs. Dragon before she became my wife. I spoke about her in stream, and we need to pick I don't want to identify her by name. What do I call her? And chat decided Mrs. Dragon, so I told her, you are Mrs. Dragon. She went, but we're not married yet, but okay, I'm cool with that. Like, good. You didn't have a choice in it. You just are. One does not choose to be a Mrs. One is just made it by chat. This is how the rules work. Happy you two got together? Me too, thank you. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. But yeah, the fact that if it weren't for your random friend that happens to like the Beatles enough that you'd want to make a trip to Liverpool, it's just like that's it's not a guaranteed thing to happen. Oh, I did miscount that. Okay, which is fine because got the stairs to go there, and there, and then it's there, which means place these on the outside anyway. Oh, never mind. There, perfect. That, and that. I know I've missed a section. That's fine. I'll deal with that in a moment. Somehow. Let's grab these bits. I'm not a hoarder of resources in Minecraft, but if they're sitting right in front of me, it seems wrong not to pick them up, especially when I have space for them, and I will probably have a use. I haven't done that much resource gathering that I have everything I could possibly need yet. I've been on worlds where you end up with, you know, chests full of shulkers full of stuff. This world is not at that point yet. We'll get there, but not yet. Stone is always worth picking up. Yes. It's also renewable, so it's not imperative to pick it up. Regular stone, you can make that. It's perfectly plausible to make stone. And same with andesite, diorite, granite. It's all renewable. So you don't need to pick it up. But also, if I pick it up, I don't have to make it. I do have a fair bit of stone. I don't have a lot of deep slate. Which is part of the reason that I'm keen to have this down at the right height. Because then I'm digging out the resource that I need whilst making it. There is an argument for maybe I should dig this tunnel, grab all the deep slate and put it further up so I'm not travelling so far down. But realistically, I shall only be coming in here occasionally. Namely when someone new joins me in the world for the first time. It's not too bad. Right. Teal, welcome in. I always pick up... sorry. I always pick it all up and I have a deep storage of several chests that have those extra, mainly stone in them. I mean, I've always done that too, and I tend to store more stuff than I need. And nowadays, with wood being so easy to create, the amount of effort to throw stuff in a chest, even if you are just throwing it in there and you're never going to grab it, is about the same as throwing it on the ground. All it's costing me is a bit of wood, and I have a bamboo farm. So, am I running short on wood? Nope. Tough. I did say I was going to do the digging and then placing afterwards. I then forgot that I said that, and I've been digging and placing at the same time. Which is fine. It works. Oh. Yay! I love it when I don't have to dig more gravel. He says before realising there's loads more of it here. And I want to fill it in. I either have to fill it in, or I run the risk that a mob will spawn there, or I have to light it up. And I'd rather fill it in, to be perfectly honest. And you never know, I might decide I need loads of concrete someday. So, you know, I get gravel from it. And I mean, there's a hole back up there, but it's fine. It's only 1 block tall. I love this game. Love it. That works. Yeah, in previous worlds, I've either had shulker box loaders or silos. Before shulker boxes became very much renewable, I used to just have a silo of stone. I think there is footage of my silo of stone on Vanilla High, if I remember correctly. And it got pretty full, and that was with like 30-something double chests of stone, if not more. Vanilla High was a open to all server. It did have rules to it. It wasn't an anarchy server. But one of the themes of Vanilla High was that, well, it was amplified. Meaning lots of big hills, and the area that Hushbug and I wanted to develop was not amplified, so we had to cut down the big hill. We are getting to the bottom of the stairs. I should probably start using the fortune pick. However, let's do a little bit of filling in these bits and the stairs on the roof first. Also gets me some materials. Ta-da! Before they despawn. Thank you. And again, we've got plenty of spruce at the logging cabin, so in fact, I probably have enough spruce for these stairs. Only the ceiling and 2/3 of the floor. That, like that. It's a very grindy thing to do this. But I'm enjoying the idea of being able to fly down here and it look big. Impressive. One day I'm hoping that people look at this world and go, that's quite impressive. A lot of my previous worlds have resulted in positive feedback. Lifecraft Season 1 and 2, people came in, saw the world and went, oh wow, it's a really cool base. I went, oh thanks. And then on my community server, there were some bits that I did that looked impressive, but because it was a mix between my stuff and community, there was less kind of ownership on the builds. And then Ocean Deep was a solo world, so once that got to the point of looking fairly complete, it started getting compliments. And realistically, I live off compliments. Not exactly, but as someone who's been able to build things in the past that were impressive and had people come into chat tell me that they like it. Oh, thank you very much for the follow. 1 second. Ugh. Tapping. Massar official. Wanted to invite me to a cool PvP based SMP. Is this your SMP? Because you could be biased. I am on multiple servers at the moment. I don't have a lot of time to take on extra things. If you're welcome to send me an email or a DM with some details, but to be honest, the chances are very unlikely. I'm fortunate enough to be a member of Truly Bedrock and Ramble Life. Both are great servers, and Bedrock Legends, and I just can't do everything. I'm already at the point where I have to say no to things because I don't get enough time to play all the games I want to play, and it's upsetting. So it's very unlikely. There you go. If you want to send it, you're welcome to, but I will advise you it's an unlikely. Unless I have a mortgage that needs paying. I kid. I know no one wants to pay my mortgage for me. But I can hope. There's nothing wrong with hope. She's lovely. I don't know who Hope is in this. It's a nice name. Right. Push this down. We've only got one more block to the last stair, I think. But I could be wrong. We have a stair up here to match it, and then there's an archway of deep slate. What I'm going to do, though, is just place them. Rip out this stuff. Farah, thank you very much for the follow. Hugely appreciated. Drop down here. Now, realistically, how high can I reach? Not that high, so I'm probably going to leave the upper staircase in to allow me to place some of the tough blocks in the wall. And we'll... Here's an idea. I could rip out one side. That seems stupid, but also perfectly reasonable. And then I can put the stairs in one side, and I can still reach from the staircase in the middle. Ah, that's actually quite clever, I think. It's genius! Genius, I tell you! It also allows me to fly in and out, rather than have a very, very narrow staircase. Oh, this bit, don't please. We do that. Eh. Oh. How have I managed that? I went down at 1 to 1. Did I not? Ah, okay. I did. That's fine. Figured it out. I'm not being a dum-dum. Just being a slow. Right. I'm going to do the rest of this with Silky. Because I'd rather the stone than the cobble right now. I have probably a few double chests of cobble. I don't need any more right now, and stone is something I can get rid of more easily with villagers, etc. And cobblestone I can easily farm with a cobblestone generator. Let's go middle. That gives me a way up and down. Let's unload my inventory with all the junk. Start with these bits. A few slots that can be doubled up. Good. And everything else can go now. Need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Right, so I have 10 tough bricks left, which is why I've left the staircase in the middle. Stairs are going to be easier on the way up, so let's go down this way. Ow! I'm fine! See, I told you I'm fine. I would normally do the tough down here, but realistically, as I've got things like gravel, it's going to be a pain. It's probably easier going from the top down. If I knock out that gravel, that's going to fall. I'm going to make another one, then place it. Might as well wait until I do the top, and I can work down. I'll be fine. Ah! Rhythm. Oh. Genius! Oh no! Went too fast. If I just hold right click down, torch there. Click these. Genius. Pick block. Eh. I love it when I figure out something that actually makes my life easier. It's rare, and that's why I love it so much. And staircase. I've only got 42 stairs left, which means that even if I do that side, I don't have enough. Which, if I'm honest, I'm kind of glad for. When I made the stairs, there was a fear that, what if I make too many stairs and I can't use them up? I needn't have worried. So we'll leave the bits in the middle, give me ability to reach. Take this down, and I'll put in some of the stairs. A, because it clears out a slot in my storage and inventory, and B, because then I get an idea of how much more I need. Probably easier going down places you walk forward without having to jump. You try it. I missed one. I will try it. Thank you. Thank you, Kate, for the suggestion. See how it works. So we'll go up. That's it. Up. Out. Oh, this is where I wanted to be anyway. So if I... No, because I have to be stepping backwards to be pointing the right way. Think. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm now questioning my Minecraft logic. Break this one. If I go, I can shift. Oh, that is easier. Okay, I will hand it to you. That was a good idea. I am reversing. I feel like I need a beep beep noise as I go backwards. But that worked rather well. Good thinking. We've also got the ability to put torches on the floor, which means that they can stay in even whilst I haven't got lights in the sides. The plan is to have occasional slots in the wall with lanterns. It is dark up here. There is creeper over there on its own, and I need gunpowder. I haven't built a mob farm. I have plans to build a mob farm, but until the point where I've built said mob farm, I haven't got a source of gunpowder. So, it's in my interest to occasionally go, ha! And then if I head over here, go, watcha! Genius! Well, that's where I left my stone cutter. See, 5 gunpowder, that's enough for 15 rockets. Clever Zach. Hello. Oh, there's a creeper in there. Oh, there, he's in the corner. Hello. Run away. Looking at chat at the wrong time is a bad idea because I was running at the creeper and I could have easily just misjudged it. But I did not. So we're okay this time. Right, nothing else around. Let's go sleep. 7 gunpowder. Keep me happy. What do you mean monsters nearby? Where? Oh, creeper. I see it. Take gunpowder, exactly what I needed. I thought 7 was enough, but no, I clearly needed more. The game decided, no, you should have more. So I do. That worked. There are 5 creepers around there. There are 4 creepers around here. There are 3 creepers around here. Oh no, 2 at despawned. Oh no, 1. Are we good? Don't know what happened to the last one, but I'll take it. Right, my next thing to do, probably head down the stairs and work out the bottom. Which requires this, which I have. I have not, however, picked up the crafting table, which I probably don't need, but realistically I should probably take it with me. I'll offload the stuff I definitely don't need in here. I definitely don't need any of that. Or the gunpowder. Now we take this and this with me. Tell you what. No, I'm not going to take the bed. The bed can stay. Everything's fine. No! Found a slime chunk. I don't think I have a source of slimes currently, so I will take this opportunity. Happy little accident. Ow. Okay. I didn't need my ankles. It's fine. So the bottom of the stairs here, let me open up my screenshot so I can see what I'm doing. So here is where we have the deep slate. So let's do stonecutter. And so it's a deep slate tile. Tile? No, brick. Definitely brick. because it matches up with the tough. So this one here, my first of the deep slate brick going up, and this would be the last of the tough brick. I'm going to put that one in there, same over this way, just to help show me where it's changing, transitioning. It's wrong pick. 4, 5. More than that, but if I start with 5, I can then figure it out. So at the Angelic Wanderer, how was Coral Island? I opened up my emails this morning and saw that you'd just gone live like 10 minutes before I got up, and I was very, very tempted to head to the office and catch your stream because Angelic Wanderer has a lovely voice and she's sweetie, absolute sweetie, well worth giving a follow. So click Angelic Wanderer in chat and click follow. You can then experience the awesomeness that I highly recommend. Doesn't stream often enough, frankly, though. So make sure that you follow and get those notifications, and then on the rare time that they do stream, you'll be sure to catch it. Makes sense. You're so sweet. I'm just speaking the truth. Wrong pick. So this goes up. I'm going to do it even on both sides. So here is where there should be lanterns of some sort. I think I put sea lanterns in the design, then put trapdoors in front so it's bleeding light. But I don't have sea lanterns right now, so I'm not going to use them. And then there'll be a trapdoor on the side of there and trapdoor on the side of here. One, two, three. It's all good. So we have a pillar there and a pillar there. This needs taken out. This area is supposed to be wider. So there and there. Deep slate brick, deep slate brick. This would be the pillar. Here would be deep slate brick, deep slate brick. Warp stem, which I have here. Oh, nice. So this goes in like that, but that's fine. This goes in like that, and I will take my axe and strip it. This makes sense. I know what I'm doing. I wanted to break from Sandbox, so tried Coral Island. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed Coral Island. Unfortunately, because I stopped for long enough, I then lost my place. As someone who struggles to find time to game, if it's not something I'm playing regularly, such as Minecraft, it's very easy for me to lose track of what I was up to. Today, I started playing a little bit of Airborne Empire, a game I've played on stream. I really enjoyed it, but there was a long enough pause. I went, wait, I was in the middle of a mission, but I can't remember what I'm doing. Oh, that's a bit of a struggle. By the way, this is just the entrance bit. Just so you know, it extends that way a fair bit. Can't remember exactly how far, that's fine. Just digging out the bits that I know that need to be taken out, and I can pad it out. I'm glad you enjoyed. Oh, tough! Sorry, I need tough. Well, like there was a good mix of Paleo and Stardew Valley. Oh yeah. I think that was the main way that I described it when I was streaming. So I was very fortunate to work with Humble Games. They sent me over a key for Coral Island. I got to play it on stream because they sent me a key. I really enjoyed it, so I played it more. I think I played it very regularly for quite a while. Oh look, diamonds. Okay, so entrance bit. I should probably figure out this wall, and then that'll give me an idea for the height. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. This goes here and here. Then I need this to go here, 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 and here. Like so. Then it's no. I'm gonna say it's 2 blocks up. It's not. It's 3. 1, 2, 3. The reason I thought it was 2 is because on my screenshot there's a slab basically in that block, so it's a top slab there. Means you can see this one, so I best fill it in. Cheers. Deep slate brick. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then these 3 would be tough. Oh, I've got 3. Perfect. Which means this needs to be taken out anyway, because it will be... Oh, no, it doesn't. That's a lie. Those ones don't need taken out. This one will, because it's going up. So this does need to come out. Yep, I got it. I know what I'm doing. I should let you know, Angelic, I'm working on my corridor for collaboration. Will be going, hang on, the entrance bit. This will be the 4-way junction. Corridor collaboration will start going out this way. But I need to do the entrance bit first, and I also need to uncover loads of tuff to do the stairs. However, that's going to wait. Because realistically, the tuff can be put in later. I'm going to do it now. Do it later. Also, I think that's wrong there. I don't think that stair goes there. I think that comes out. Right. This is a spruce that needs to go up. What we're going to do is mirror this on this side. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then between here and the other side, it's at least that wide. I think it's, sorry, tall. I think it's taller in the middle. But I'm okay with doing just this height for now. I can work on the floor and then do the ceiling later. Normally I'd be tempted to do the ceiling first while I can reach it and dig down. But this hallway is narrow enough that if I build like a platform going across at this height, I can reach everything, so not overly worried. Okay. Goes down. This feels good. We do 1, 2, 4 and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Deep slate brick. Like that. This is supposed to be some kind of chiseled tuff. I can't remember what it's called. And again, I need the spruce to go in here. And then past that will be at least this wide. But I don't know how tall. Again, the nice thing about this is I can just rip out the bits I am sure of. Leave the rest. Probably worth popping over to creative next and working out the gap between here and the other post. For now, just chipping away. I am right in thinking, Angelic, that the last stream you did I caught... Oh, thunderstorm. Because I haven't seen a notification since. It means hopefully I haven't missed anything. Oh, that's all good. That's good. I'll probably want to work on this bit next. So Let's log on to creative and I can work out the spacing. That way. Which I can hop in without going through the library with my skills. Perfect. Okay, so it's centered. 3, 6. It's a 9 by 9. Set 1 block back. And screenshot in case I need it, but I don't think I do. No. So pillar here, it then goes back 1 to this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Should also line up perfectly. It does. Don't like the thunderstorm. Does make me worry for my villager. Oh well. Replaceable. I'm only going to do it 3 blocks tall for now. I can always make it taller later. The important thing is I want to get the groundwork in, because realistically if I start working on the tunnel going that way, I can start putting my books away. It's going to be very gradual, but I can start. At the moment, they are taking up barrels in the side of a hill. That feels good. Tell you what, let's make it 4 tall. Because it's 2 blocks of light, and then it's 2, 3 blocks for the... Yep, because the lantern, then spruce, then fence. It's taller than that in the middle, but for the extreme corners, it's at least this tall. And it also makes the room feel squared off. Which I appreciate. Like that. Good. Is the... Oh wow, that happens to be in the middle block. So spruce and lighting would be there. This is where we have deep slate. Same over here. This would also be spruce, which means this goes across. Should be 5 blocks. And we need to go in that direction. 100 blocks or so. And then the same would be true over here. So it's 2 block gap. And that gives me a hole to start boring. Yeah. We're kind of good. I also need to consider whether I want to make like a storage silo for stone blocks. Because I've got enough of them, I should start to put them somewhere. The problem is I don't know where I want to put them. Right, so if that's a pillar there, I think it's then back here for 5 blocks. 3, 4, 5. Then out one, let's put a torch down. Like that. Pretty sure. But let's square it off. I'll then pop over to Great and we can double check. But I'm pretty confident there's a pillar there. And then back here would be deep slate bricks going up and over. This would then be 3 wide step back. With them pillar there and then spruce. I'm relatively confident. Not completely confident, but relatively. And I suppose actually putting in putting in the chiseled bookcases would be relatively cheap. I can't remember how to craft them, but I'm pretty sure it's just wood. There's no books. Is it slabs and wood? Right, so that's then the right height. This feels like a module. And we'll dig it out to be a reasonable height for a starter bit. Yep. And then 1, 2, 3. This goes down and replaced with deep slate brick. And this side to match. This actually feels kind of right. Put torches on these. As I said, these are supposed to be some kind of light source, whether I do glowstone, sea lanterns, frog lights, jack-o'-lanterns. Doesn't really matter because there'll be spruce stairs on the front. Now, these are definitely 3 up, because the bookcases behind are 3 up, and then you can see the one behind that, so it's going to be 4 up, which is the same as this height. It's more than that, but this is my starting blocks. Like so. Because these are then deep slate bricks. Like so and so. And I believe this is a deep slate stair, deep slate brick stair. Go with... So we'd go there and there. These 3 back here are probably tough brick and chiseled tough, but I'll have to double check. And it does mean that we need to go on higher because there's a block across. Oh, it's too hot. Oh, okay. So in my screenshot, I can see that there is a row of deep slate tiles above. Let's do, remember, gets rid of that slot. Deep slate brick. Boop. So these ones here go across with deep slate brick. But this one is supposed to be removed, and its top slabs of spruce going across there, which means this needs to come out and be placed in like so. Again, I could use bottom slabs. I'm not that bothered. So let's connect it up. The roof in the middle arches. We'll focus on the walls first. We can then do the arches for this, connect it with this bit, and then connect it with the stairwell. I know what I'm doing, sort of. So if that's a slab there, this would be higher than. So yeah, it's. Slab goes there, this would be ripped out and turned into spruce planks. Or bottom slabs, depending on how how tight I want to be on the wood. And realistically, spruce wood, kind of easy to farm, and I have an area to farm in it now. Or farm it now. I'm happy to just use the full blocks. This comes out. And deep slate brick goes in. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. And thank you very much for the follow, Kay. Hang on a minute, Angelic, when did you? 10 stream streak. Sorry, I missed that. That's awesome. It didn't come up on my activity feed on Firebot. Doesn't include that for some reason. Sorry, I missed it. 10 streams is a huge deal. To not miss a stream for that long, especially when I stream 3 times a week. Maybe a month's worth of catching every stream. Thank you. I'm sorry I didn't pay notice. Not pay notice, you know what I mean. Oop. Give that back. Cobbled. Was watching Wazowski. Wait. I do not get this reference. Oh, Monsters Inc. I'm watching you, Wazowski. Yeah, gotcha. Don't let me do that. That hurts. Ow. I regret things. Especially as I'm still not recovered from being ill. I'm kind of astounded at how long it's taken me to recover. The voice not being quite right, and I've still been coughing a fair bit. Despite being mostly better for a while. Kind of sucks. Okay. Seems promising. Do that. I'm not sure about the corner bit because the slope goes up and then down. Yeah, I'll figure out. Hey, I got the reference eventually. It just took me longer than I'd like to admit. Now, this section is not going to be opened up. I want to keep it for spares. In other words, I know at some point I'll have a grand idea for a third corridor. I just don't have that idea yet. So in the meantime, it's going to be blocked off and it's just going to have a sign going, under repairs. So I have the excuse of keeping the space there, but not necessarily having to use it yet. So this will be squared off. What I'll probably have is this bit ripped out 1 block deep, and then like a hole, a wall blocked off at that point. Continue to roof. How are we doing? Oh wow, inventory's nearly full. Looking good. And whilst I don't have a massive storage for cobbled deep slate, and most of the stuff I'm going to use it for is down here, I may just put some chests, maybe a door in here so I can put chests on the other side. Okay, yep, that's where I keep my deep slate. And I can throw stuff in as I'm digging and also grab stuff out for when I'm building. But then again, maybe I should do it back at storage and just keep a shulker box of bit here. Shouldn't need that much at once. Right, this feels like an opening. This would be repeated over here. That. Do that. Warp stem goes in. In. Strip it. Strip it. And deep slate brick. I have a design for the floor. Just haven't got a screenshot of it at the moment, so I'm doing the bit that I do know. And I'm supposed to be the same over here. Four and deep slate brick. Crimson. That seems to work. Sorry, the cat was sat on something and made a noise. What is that noise? There's someone outside. Nope, it's just the cat in the office sitting on things that she shouldn't be sitting on. But it's fine, she's a cat. Can't tell cats off for sitting on things. That's what they do. Sure. That can go in there. This needs to be dug a fair way that way. That seems like the right way of doing it. I think it's chiseled bookcases here, here, and here, 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 and here, with crimson stem in the middle. Well, I can't remember. I need one for each book. I think we're looking at 40. Here you go, look. Disconnect. Reconnect. I think I did it. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I've done it to 6. And then it's got another center section. And it goes off in each direction. So we've got enough for 48 book types. Which I think covers everything we've got now in Minecraft. With a little bit of a buffer. Although realistically, if I needed to, I could just extend this out another section. I'd rather not, because I want to put it in order. Alphabetical, because that won't be a pain if it ever changes, which it will, especially with the new enchantments coming in, because we've got javelins coming in and there's enchantments for that. So I probably, when digging it out, if I dig it out to be 48 and dug this tunnel one deeper, and that one deeper, that's an extra 4 books. I should check how many enchantments there are projected to be in the next update and what the total then lies at, because whilst I have space here for 48 book types, if at the end of that update we have, let's say, 46, right? Well, I could see there being an update in the near future where there are 49. And then at that point, it's always not big enough. So part of me wants to future-proof. Although, again, I can just extend this off. Or, counterpoint, rather than doing 6 sections along and then a centre, if I do 4 sections along and then a centre, and go in each direction of 4, and then 4 sections on a centre. Hang on. Keep turning around and getting lost. Probably need some kind of direction to follow. So 8 in front of me. 16. Hang on. 8, 16, 24, 32, and then if I repeated that again, that's another 24, so 56? It's far more enchants than I need. I don't know, I'll figure it out. Either way, I'm going to do at least 4 sections from here. I did originally think I'd just do it as a 1 long section, but I didn't like how it looked. So I'm more inclined to do 4 and then a joining section, then another 4. Does mean it's gonna cost me more diamonds, but yeah, sacrifices have to be made. Oh, I was wrong. It's 7 chiseled bookcases. Yeah, not that far off. Disconnect. Reconnect. My pick is still going strong. So if I just dig it out section at a time. Alright, I mean, realistically, it's a long way this way, even if I go through an intersection. I could just dig this way and then start counting. Because it's only when doing this where I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I then know that's a section. So what? We'll do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll put a torch here and here. Dig this bit out. And then just, you know, dig up the ceiling to the right height. So I'll do it one section at a time, but I'm not necessarily worrying about counting as I go. I'm counting when I do that bit. If I go too far, it's fine, and he's digging out anyway. I'm not going to actually accidentally dig out anything that doesn't need to be dug. Also, I probably should be prioritising the collaboration corridor rather than the books. But you know, I'll do it in the order I want to do it. This is the order I apparently want to do it in. Probably need to approach Karis and see if Karis wants to join me. Because this is the sort of thing that she enjoys doing and she'd love to spend some time with me. Been far too long. I did have Karis join me in my creative world fairly recently. She had a redstone conundrum and I went, I think I have an idea, but I need to see how you're looking to utilize it. So we built something in creative world. And then I showed her my idea for how to fix her redstone problem. She went, yeah, that works. I went, yay! It didn't even take me that long. I was kind of impressed. Not gonna lie, I was surprised by my own genius. Which you'd think I'd be used to by now. I witness my genius most days. Or lack thereof. That's not doing any harm. I'm not going to get this all dug out today. I just want to do a little bit so I can feel like I've made a dent. So I'll probably only go as far as my pick is not looking like it's hurting too much. By too much, I mean, if it starts to look red, it's too much. I'm kind of surprised that my fortune pick is as damaged as it is. I did repair it before I went live. I didn't think I'd done that much digging down here with it. I thought I'd mostly used Silk Touch. That. Ah, half durability. Fine. Keep going for hours. I can't, but the pick can. Yeah, my regular pick isn't as damaged. And I definitely did more digging to get down here than I've done in this room. I'm sure of it. Because that's more digging than this. Just is. Did I do some mending somehow? I don't think I held it when I was killing any of the mobs. I don't think I've done any trading. And even if I did, I don't think I was holding it. So I'm a little bit perplexed as to how my Silk Touch pick is doing so well. Oh, while I have some cool people in chat, I have to ask this question and see if people are on board with me. I normally have great ideas that I share on stream, and then Mojang implements it. So I feel like I need to continue doing that, because they listened to me when I said about customizing the F3 screen. So surely they'll be listening to me now. Can we have trims work on tools? Just the ability to use an armor trim or some kind of trim, whether it's a different one for picks and tools, and you go, yep, the handle is a different colour. Or there being a little bit of red in the middle of the, like a gemstone in the middle of the pick up here. You can see where I'm pointing. There you go, yep, a red gem in there. It would help make them look different in the inventory. I know mine look different, but only because I've chosen not to put netherite upgrade on my fortune pick. I would like to upgrade it. Ray the Streak Stevens. Thank you for the 3 stream streak. Ozzy, you agree with me, right? Armor trims on pickaxes. Or trims of some kind. Just to help make them a little bit more unique. If you throw it in a chest, you don't know which one's which. Or you have multiple swords. Yep, this is my sword for spiders. It's got a netherite flick to it. Gem to it. I have the same non-netherite for my Silk Touch pick for the very same reason of knowing at a glance for the type of pick. Yep. Perfect. I don't think I've actually upgraded any swords to a netherite sword before. The only thing I have upgraded to my knowledge was pickaxes. And it's partly just so it lasts a little bit longer. I've never had an issue with durability on armor. And the only reason I've had netherite armor is other people have given me netherite armor. Trims on everything, and they have some effect. What kind of effect do you want them to have? Do you mean like a level 1 beacon sort of effect, or? So I don't think you even need that. I just want the aesthetic. Because if you start doing effects from trims, and say for example a red trim gives it a speed boost, well, everyone will put the red trim on all of their picks. So I'd rather it not have an effect, so then you have more options for what to use. I want it aesthetic, so I can just make it look slightly different. If you want different effects, that's what enchantments are for. I don't think you need that as a trim thing. I think just colour would be cool. Thanks. Nice way people agree with me. Rare? Nice. Normally people go, Zach, have you really thought this through? And then they say something, I go, oh yeah, I hadn't thought of that bit. And I start to regret even mentioning out loud my silly idea, because it's flawed. This is starting to feel kind of grand. And this is just the shape of the tunnel, so this bodes well. Yeah, other things that I've said in the past about wanting, and then Mojang have turned into the next update, have included different varieties of cows. I'm like, yep, I want that, please. And then the next update came along with different varieties of cows. I went, oh, I inspired Mojang. And then it was the F3 screen update. I think what else we had. I want Shulkerbox previews, please. Can I have that, please? Shulkerbox previews just would be amazing because sometimes the list is very short, even if it's toggleable. What else? What else? I would like to be able to specify my render distance without needing a mod for things like caching. So in Minecraft 1.11, if you set your render distance to, let's say, 15 chunks, and the server was set to 7 chunks, what would happen was the server would only give you 7 chunks, but then as you move away from the chunks you're currently in, the ones that are still within 15 of you would remain cached, so remembered by your computer, so you could set how much of your RAM you're using effectively. You can't do that anymore. It broke in 1.14. So if I say video settings, render distance. If I set this higher than the server provides, in the old versions, what would happen was your computer would not forget those chunks that you stepped away from. Now the server overrides that, and you can't see further than the server's render distance. I'm going to put that back down, by the way, just because I do have single-player worlds. I don't necessarily want to load the 2 chunks of the distance. I still need to find a cool chicken. Funny enough, Mrs. Dragon, who has not played a lot of Minecraft, the first time she saw one of those, she described it as cool chicken. Which goes to show it's not just something that we've decided collectively, it's instinctive to call it the cool chicken. It's the one with the slick gelled back hair. At least that's how it looks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. That didn't take long. The funny head poof. Yeah, the poofy hair. 3, 4, 5. Now, in theory, if we do it 5 wide, this would be the last section before it opens up. However, I might want to do it 4 wide and have more connections. Because that gives me 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48. I could do it in sections of 4 with 2 joining ones, and then I've still got the ability to open it up. I don't know. I feel like I should wiki it. Unless someone in chat fancies wikiing it for me. How many enchants are there currently in Minecraft, and how many are projected for the next update? 2, 4, 5. Because I definitely want to keep it, make it big enough for the new enchants for the charging. Oh, I haven't even looked into the updates too much. All I know is that there is a javelin. Sorry, I feel the sneeze. Ow. Oh, sorry. I failed to mute. Apologies. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. Oh. That kind of hurt. Just a little bit, but kind of. I want to dig out this little section, then I'll go look at the wiki. Because this is fundamental to how big the tunnel is and what the shaping is. And without the knowledge, I can't decide how long I want it. If I do it sections of 5, oh sorry, 5 on each wall, that's 10, 40, but that's not big enough. If I do sections of 6, then it's harder to scale it up without it not being the same in each one. I'm tempted to 4. Hang on, how do I describe this? So I'd go 4 in this direction. So imagine this is one section. This is a corner bit, so this has nothing in it. And we'd fork off to go here, here, and here. So that gives me 32. And then this would be a section here. And we can go off here for 40 and here for 48. And this could be a blank wall for starters. And then if I want to, I can dig out later. Cases 34 enchantments, including the Java exclusive, including the upcoming one, and including the combat one. Oh! I thought there was more than that. I thought we already had like 32. So 34, if we do the 8, 16, 24, 30... Sorry, 32, 40, 48. That gives me plenty of room to expand if I wish to. Alternatively, I could do 6, 6, 6, and 6, which gives me the same number, 48. Or we could do 5, 5, 5, and 5, give me 40, which is an overhead of 6. 6 enough? Bear with, one moment. I know you've given me the answer already, but I want to check. Wiki Minecraft enchantments. Thank you. Bear with. I'm looking for the list. Why does the list not just tell me? Number them. Ugh. Nope. Aqua Affinity, Bane of Arthropods, Blast Protection, Breach, Channeling. Cleaving. 6. Curse of Binding, Curse of Vanishing, Depth Strider, Density, that's 10. Efficiency, Feather Falling, Fire Aspect, Fire Protection, Flame, 15. Fortune, Frostwalker, Impaling, Infinity, Knockback, 20. Looting, Loyalty, Luck of the Sea, Lunge. Mounts of Mayhem. Okay. Lunge. Law. 25? Mending. Multi-shot. Piercing. Power. Projectile. Protection. Protection. Punch. Quick charge. Respiration. Riptide. Sharpness. I've lost count. Counted by hand, so my bad if I was off. I mean, I counted 2 by hand and I messed up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 and knockback. Distracting! With a bag! Welcome in, thank you for the resub. How you doing? Been meaning to check in with you. I did send you a DM, but you've probably not seen it yet. You've probably been busy. Hi. Missed you. So, just about to attack the cat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4. I make it 44. Which is very different from 34. That is with the incoming lunge. So if it's 44, I think if I aim to do 48. I'm still here lurking. Hi, Bearded Donut. Hello. Oh yes, I did see you, but I was too busy to waste my time on you. How? Oh no, you didn't say that. I got busy and forgot to write. That's fine. I've been working on some business. Donut, are you a hitman? I feel like I should have asked this before. Could have done with your number. Not that I know anyone that I'd want to murder. I wish. Why would you wish to be a hitman? That's a weird thing to wish for. Right, as I was saying. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48. I think we need 44. So, Kay, I think you may have been off by 10. Good dental. Wait. I feel like I should get that reference. Please enlighten me. Right, I'm going to go back to full screen. Because that sounds familiar, but I don't know whether whether my head has told me. I'll make it pretend it's familiar, and then you look cool. Please tell me what the reference is. I've always wanted to be cool. I was way off then. I'm glad I double checked. but I still appreciate the help. So when I designed it, I did it with 6, which is enough for 48, and I can't imagine I would have done it to 48 if there was 34. So it's from Gross Point Blank. Nope, I don't get the reference. I haven't seen it. I don't know what that is. And I will admit that I don't know what it is, whereas previous me would have gone, act cool, tell him you know what it is. And if it was made up, I look particularly stupid. Not that you would make things up to catch me out, but, you know, if you did. Now, I'm pretty sure that is in every slot along here. Oh, I need to put torches over here so it's a little bit brighter. I also need to go and blow my nose. One moment. That's better. I'm not snotty anymore. I wasn't that snotty, but I could feel myself occasionally just doing a slight sniff. I'm like, yep, maybe I should get rid of that. Keep sniffing it. It'll go down my lungs. I don't want that. In you pop. So there'd be a pattern on the floor here. I haven't got a screenshot that shows it. Not clear enough anyway. So I'm going to leave it unpatterned. Like that. Place that. Again, I'm doing the bits I know of, and I'm leaving the other bits till later. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sent you a DM in Discord. Ugh! Oh, that's disgusting. Put your clothes on. Oh, I'm joking. Okay. It was a joke. Bearded Donut doesn't send me those sort of DMs. Unfortunately. I mean, fortunately. Darn it, I said the wrong one again. Right, there. When does the spear come out? In the Mounts of Mayhem update, which I don't know if they... I can't remember what the date was for that. I think they alluded at a date. But I don't know what it was. Or does it? No comment. Right, we take out this bit. And this bit. Actually, I've got to take the whole section out, haven't I? Because we either have a hole or we have blocks. So all of these can be ripped out and space can be made for the next bit. With my Diamond Fortune pick, I got a stack and a half of iron. Congratulations. I haven't had to do mining for resources in this world, thankfully. Because one of the first things I set up was the iron farm. Well, iron farms, technically. I built 3. One hasn't been working for quite a while. But I haven't bothered with fixing it because I'm not often loading it. We had a source of iron fairly early on. Witherbag actually helped me with the iron farms. So I didn't need iron, and then I ended up with a villager breeder and trading. So I've been fortunate not to really need them. Need iron or any resource. It's This is me being clever. See? I don't need to poke it with a shovel, with a pickaxe. Like a 5-minute run. That's very good. Well done. Hey, Jess. She's having her biscuits. My cat. My cute and adorable cat is having her biscuits. And she just looked up at me, licking her lips and looking very cute. Let's go. And deep slate can go in like, oh. Be another one. That. Perfect. That needs to be there anyway, so. Even more perfect. Love it when a plan comes together, even if it was purely by accident. Let's do another stack of deep slate brick. I'll give you something to work with. Like that. So with a bag, remember you need to DM me and give me an update on things. Just saying, you just need to. Donut, I presume you're playing games in an hour or so. What games are you playing? Just being nosy. I'm curious. What does you currently play? I'm going to bet it's something like Arc Raiders. It's just my gut feeling for what I think you'd probably be playing right now. Or excited to play. I see you playing things like Call of Duty and wait, not Call of Duty. It's another game. But it's similar to that. I want another stack. That didn't take me long. Stack me. Look at it, it's looking good. Probably playing Call of Duty 7. Maybe. Hoping it's still available in chat and can tell me because I'm curious. Bearded Donut moved house a little while ago, and since moving hasn't had much of a chance to play on his PC. He's ended up house sitting and not being in his new fancy office. But it was the first thing I asked when he joined the stream today: is are you managing to find time to play in your study today? The answer was yes, which I was rather happy about. Donut's a lovely guy and deserves to have time and freedom to enjoy his stuff. I'm just curious what he's playing to enjoy his kit. There. Perfect. And this rips out. Whoop. I mean, that's not the worst thing to uncover. I'm still going to fill it in because it looks tidy and it makes me happy. You did? Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Boop, boop, and boop, boop. It's looking better already. So I said 8, and then this would be the section that joins it, and I think it's the same as this. So it'd be a 9 by 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a big area. So back to that point, because it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the other side. And that gives me enough space in this corner to have a lantern thingy. And again, if I just dig this until we reach the end there, I've got my 9 by 9. What was your first farm in Minecraft? Probably an iron farm, if you're talking about fully automatic thing. But it would have been back in the day when... Oh no! No, I know what my first farm was. My first farm was sugarcane. And it would have been in Minecraft... no, it would be on Xbox Minecraft, so before I played on Java. I think there's a video of it. could be wrong, and it's very embarrassing. I shouldn't point anyone to the YouTube channel because there are some old videos on there that I sound very different in. Back then, I was shy. Now I'm still shy. I'm just shy and yet talkative, which is a weird thing to say, but it's true. Deep down, I fear for everything I say in case I upset someone. Right. 3, 4, 5. Over here we do the same. 3, 4, 5. And over here we do the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And all of this needs to be dug to at least this height, which is relatively easy. Just slowly wearing out our pick. But yes, my first farm, I'm pretty sure, was a sugarcane farm. When I discovered how redstone works, and it was on a clock, if I remember correctly. It was trying to think. It's like a V shape of pistons and sugarcane. It was yeah, I remember it. But yeah, that was when I first played Minecraft on Xbox 8-9 years ago, I think. It's a while. Been a while. Just popping in to push a button. Psst, Zach and chat, you are cute. Danielle, welcome in. 62 months of subscription. Danielle, it's a pleasure to see you. I hope you're well. In fact, hang on. Yeah. I remembered having a chat with Danielle yesterday, and then had a slight doubt in my mind as to whether I read the last message or not, because I was working yesterday, so it's very easy to send a message and then be unsure whether you responded to it or not, or whether the phone rang, or I went, I need to double check now. I'd hate Danielle to think that I wasn't responding to her. Danielle is indeed a sweetie. And a good example of the sort of people that often when they join chat, people will go, Danielle! And get excited. An example of community building. I don't like this because I feel that there's something up there. Do that. Do that. Do this. Do that. And this seems fine, right? This is a long tunnel, but oh, okay, it's not that long in this direction. Oh, that was easy. Much easier than the last one where I nearly got, well, I did get lost. Bear with. Aha. Ah! Uh-oh. Moved up a window. There we go. Fixed. It's all good. We had a short chat, feeling a bit better each day. I'm glad to hear it. Danielle has also been ill. I'm still recovering. It's been too long. The being ill has hung around like a relative that you didn't want in the first place. You know, when you start thinking, isn't it about time you isn't it about time you off? Yep, that's how my cold symptoms have been. It's like, haven't you outstayed your welcome? Shouldn't you be going away now? Why am I still coughing up stuff? Ugh. Now my son has the cold, poor thing. I made him a hot toddy this morning. What is a hot toddy? I've heard of it before, but it's not something that my family did, so I've never actually learnt about it. I've never looked it in. My dad used to do whiskey max, so it was whiskey and ginger wine, and actually for clearing a tickly throat, it worked quite nicely. Only a single. It's only like a drink. Whiskey and tea, I think. Okay, whiskey, lemon, honey, and hot water. Okay, so no tea, but sort of tea. Lemon and honey is a tea. Not a very good tea. I mean, where's the tea leaf? But tea. The weird thing about tea is that you don't need to have tea in it to be tea. Whiskey, honey, lemon, and hot water. Yes, I'm old enough to have drinking age children. See, it wouldn't even occur to me because in the UK, whilst there is a legal age for buying alcohol, to my knowledge, you can have alcohol at home. It's down to parental supervision, another thing. So, I mean, for example, you can have alcohol at church because drinking of the wine in communion. It's wine, it's technically alcohol. And you can have it at 11, 12 when you get confirmed. Obviously, it would depend on the particular church type. Give all the toddlers a fifth of vodka every night. I mean, it works. Keeps them quiet. That is not parenting advice. Just before anyone thinks it's a good idea, it isn't. It was a joke. It's a funny joke, very funny, but a joke. And for me personally, in the household I grew up in, my parents didn't really drink. I mean, my parents would have a shandy occasionally. If we went out for a meal, they'd have a shandy, which is like mostly lemonade and beer, like a quarter pint of beer, effectively. Not really an alcoholic beverage as much as just an enjoyable drink. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in. Hang on a minute. I can't see things. Got my screenshot open. Malcapium, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in. What were you up to on stream? Tell me about the stuff and the things. Malcap's chatter's got a little rowdy, so toss them all in a van and drop them off on your doorstep. And now your problem now. No takebacks. Why would I want to give viewers away? I need viewers. I mean, without viewers, I'd be ranting into the void. Thank you, Wither. My voice cracked there. Slight panic. Wither. Don't do that, please. It's embarrassing. Welcome in. Was playing a Vintage Story. Was good. I have heard of Vintage Story, but I cannot remember what it is. Someone mentioned it before. Someone's raided over with after playing Vintage Story. Bear with. I have Steam open, so it's very easy for me to do this. Story. Nope. That's not what I asked for. Did I misspell it? Close to Minecraft, it's not on Steam. That's why I can't find it. See, I naturally just assumed it'd be on Steam because most games are. Hello, Jasmine. My cat is meowing. Hang on. Meow. She's standing at the litter tray, looking at me, meowing. All she wants is for me to stroke her once, and she goes, "Oh, thanks," and then she gets in it, and then she'll go for a wee. I will have to look it up. I'm now very curious. I, on the other hand, am playing Minecraft, which, you know, this isn't Vintage Story, but apparently it's close to Vintage Story. And we are working on a tunnel for where I'm going to put all my books. There'll also be a library at the top of the stairs for all the other books. Danielle, thank you very much for the lurk. Enjoy your potty break. Wait, that doesn't sound right. You know what I mean. Here we go. The cat. I'm talking to the cat, not Danielle. The fact that Danielle is lurking for a potty break, as is my cat having a potty break. Coincidence? Of course it's a coincidence. That, and I mean, let's face it, if we have enough people in chat, someone will be peeing. Someone. Just think about that. At all times, someone is peeing. And that poor someone has a sore bottom. Right, this one. one of those. It's similar to those old jokes where was it every 6 seconds a woman gives birth and she's fed up with it, something like that. Every 10 seconds a man dies. You'd think he'd stay dead. Vintage Story is based off an old Minecraft mod. Then the devs decided to make a game out of it. Most people consider it very hard Minecraft. I'm gonna have to look it up. Not that I'm good at Minecraft, I'm really not. As evident by the fact that, you know, I derp all the time. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. I shall look it up. I was about to go make a farm, and it was pitch black at night. I mean, you can make farms at night. There are any mobs, they won't hurt you as long as you're quick. Right, so we've done going this way. We'll continue the pathway that way, and that way to give me 32. And then at the end of this one, we'll have another one of these, which means I probably want to go this way first. What are we mailing? Mining. I'm assuming mining. Making. That makes more sense. I had to think. My brain didn't remember that L and K are next to each other. We are digging out an underground area for me to store my books, because I don't want to keep a trading hall. I'd just like to keep enough of each book that I'm kind of covered. This is my solo-ish world, so I don't need to have hundreds of each book. A dozen of each would probably do. But I've made space for more. I disconnect and connect to my creative server. At this point, I'm going to mention I am partnered with Nodecraft. If you want a server, consider using Nodecraft. They have good servers, they work well, and their staff are amazing. Plus, they have excellent taste in creators. Not biased at all. So you're making a library of sorts. Sorts, yes. The actual library is up here. So we have a town square. I'm making a library to go on the town square. This is not where it's supposed to be. We have a mock-up of where it's supposed to be over there, but I designed it over here because then I wasn't impacting other builds. This is my library where I want to keep records of things like subs and bits and events that happen, even just as simple as we have raids. Raids, subs, gift subs, I'm just going to leave that there as a sign for now, so we can have a month in each column, and of course this room is big enough for several years. But the bit we're working on is going down here. So this is my library of people that collaborate with me, so people that join me on the server. That's a giant green screen. Yes! It won't be, but yes, it is. Because funny enough, we're in a flat world. So when I made a map, it turned out green. I went, that'll work. No, my plan is to put a map up there. Realistically, the city should be big enough that it will show on a map, so I want to put it up there. But as a placeholder, I just put some maps, so I went, yep, that'll work. Although the other thing I might put up here, I'll just show you over, zip on over. This is my mock-up for the town. There are bits that are correct and there are bits that aren't. The library's supposed to go there. We haven't built the pub yet, but the thing I want to show you is this little parking area. Isn't it glorious? Look, little parking area, so I can build some cars in here. The important bit is this. This is a billboard, and I want to decorate it. If I go minimize and put OBS up. Give me a moment. That's fine. If I share my screen, you can see my background, my wallpaper. This is because I've been well known to punch dirt because I'm weird. I never remember to take a shovel with me, so I punch it. But I have this artwork, and all of my artwork, I tend to have these lines on the background. So you can see the darker and lighter lines, horizontal lines. If I use this by doing a map art over here. Bear with me 1 second, sorry. Just need to move things around. So if I do one section with that pattern that repeats, I can then put the other bits on top, make a copy of it and lock it. And I can make up a big banner on that just by colouring sections of that and doing it one map at a time, one section at a time. I can have a big artwork on there. So I may do something similar to that within the library, but I haven't decided yet. But yeah, so we're working on the library basement, which is where I'm keeping a list of everyone who's joined me on the server. And also somewhere to put all the books. It's a solo-ish world. I do not need to keep a villager with each trade. If I do fill up a section for each and go, how many Aqua Affinity books do I need? Is it going to be less than 7 chiseled bookcases? Yeah, 7 times 6, 42. 42 Aqua Affinity books is probably plenty. I don't need to keep a librarian around for that. And if I ever get to the point where I go, yep, I've used up most of my Aqua Affinity, I can get another Aqua Affinity villager. There are very few enchantments that I will need more than that. Mostly be things like unbreaking, mending, protection. Those are the main ones, because you can use unbreaking and mending on all of your tools and all of your armor. So one person joins me on the server, they want 7 of each of those, and 3 protection books. So mending and unbreaking, I will probably keep the villagers for those 2, but the rest I just want to get enough to fill up a section and go, yep, you can go off now. Although there is an argument for me putting a barrel in, just so I can put more if I end up with more than 42. But then again, 42 is more than a barrel's full. A barrel only keeps 27, and I'm currently only keeping 27 of each. Let's show you on server. We have pockets which can take stuff back, so let's take, actually, put that back in. We'll take this. Zip out. So the live's going here, staircase is going down over that way. But the books that I'm going to be putting in there, I've been occasionally creating librarians and going, yeah, I mean, you offer me something that's of use, I'll buy a few of them and keep them in storage. So if we head in here, I've got a few barrels of things that are useful, so I've bought up enough of them that I'm good, and then I've got rid of the villager. Like blast protection. How much blast protection do I need? Actually, that's a bad example. What have I filled out? Aqua Affinity. I don't need a lot of Aqua Affinity. I only need it once per helmet, and most people who join me are only going to need 1 helmet. So 27 is enough, and then I got rid of that villager. You may notice there are textures on these books. It's a resource pack. It works all in vanilla. But it just gives a little bit of a different texture for each one and makes it easier to tell the difference. Quality of life thing. Right, we are going to pop in here. While I'm in the area, I can then unload cobble deep slate. That the deep slate bricks come with me. There wasn't many of those. The rest can stick it. Go iron. And alright. Normally I just throw them in there and deal with it off stream, but when you've only got a couple things put away, it feels really lazy to go, oh, I can't be bothered, I'll just put it in here. Guess what? It's time. I need to wrap up, because I can feel my throat is getting a little bit tickly. I've been talking for long enough, so I'm going to find someone to send you on over to, if you don't mind. Well, there's a good choice. I am a member of Bedrock Legends. I am not streaming on there this weekend because there was a stream weekend, and I didn't know my availability until too late. Long story short, Mrs. Dragon is looking after our niece this weekend, but we didn't know whether she was going to stay with us, in which case I would be busy spending time with my niece, or whether Mrs. Dragon was going down to look after her. Mrs. Dragon has gone to look after her, so it's just me and Jasmine at home. So I'm streaming over the weekend, whereas if we had our niece, I would have been streaming Thursday, Friday. So I couldn't commit to being part of the stream weekend, but we can send people over to the stream weekend. So Jillian22 is streaming from the Bedrock Legends server, so we're going to go over and say hello. If you would be so kind as to join me in the raid, that would be very much appreciated. There is a raid call message going to come up in chat. If you feel up to it, please copy and paste that message. If you paste it into my chat, then you know you've got it successfully before I hear zombies. It's probably fine. Make sure you copy and paste it into my chat, then you know you've got it correctly. Otherwise, you do what I do, where I head onto people's stream and then just paste their name in chat. Because when you're raiding, I'd never trust myself to type in a username correctly, so I copy paste it. And then I get to a stream and then paste the person's name and go, oh, whoops. Donut, thank you for copying the message. With the back damp. Good to see you. Okay, thank you for coming in, and thank you for all the follows and the resubs and the awesomeness and the stream streaks. You're all amazing, and I'm very, very fortunate to have so many awesome people around me. Thank you for the raids, Now, I don't think we had any other raids. We did have gifted subs from Ozza and someone anonymous, and some resubs. You're all amazing, and followers. New people that have come in and gone, do you know what? This guy, this derp, sure, I'll take it. I'll give him a chance. I'll click that button. So thank you for all of that. I will be back tomorrow, but I don't know at what time. If you want to find out details, join the Discord. See you. Goodbye.